X-Core Gaming. Hello guys, it's Cap from X-Core Gaming. How's everyone doing today? Today we're looking at a game called Defiance. It just released about a week ago. And, people are saying that it's not groundbreaking, there's nothing, good about it. But I tend to disagree. I mean, yeah, you can play a third-person shooter, you can play an MMO, but I mean, there's not too many skill-based MMOs out there. Usually it's you hit a button, you hit another button. This one has to do with shooting and aiming and more action than most other games seem to have, and it's very addicting. So right now we're going to be creating a character. You can see that there's a little backstory before you go in and create your character, and when there are cutscenes I'll stop talking and being annoying.
Listen up, people! We just passed the Golden Gate. We'll be on site in less than 20. So you got 10 to secure the rest of that gear and get yourself strapped in for a landing. Repeat! 10 minutes until lockdown, people!
That's an unacceptable response. Must I remind you who I am?
What the hell is this?
I don't care what your protocol is. You're here to help me, so that's what I want you to do.
You're dismissed, Private. What's the problem, Von Bach?
You better get your men in line, Captain Grant. I want my equipment out of storage. My Ark Hunters and I depart as soon as we land.
The Earth Republic is in a limousine service. Your gear's locked up and we don't have time to dig it out. Now please, find your seat.
No offense, Captain, but I think your orders were to do as I ask.
My orders come from my superiors. People in Manhattan wearing uniforms, like this. And those orders are to keep you safe while you locate your alleged Arc-Tech.
Alleged Arc-Tech? There is no alleged, Captain. Do you see this? With this Arc core and the rest of the technology that I'll find in the Bay Area, I will repair this world. And be its hero, of course.
You're in a restricted area. Get to your seat.
If anything happens to my gear, I'll send the bill to your superiors.
What an asshole.
Let's move, people! Time's ticking. What is this, a dorm room? Everyone, get to your seats! You two, let's go!
No problem, Cap.
You too.
Alright, so now we're going to be creating our character. I'm going to typically go for a badass looking type person who slightly resembles me as far as hairstyle and stuff like that. They do have two races. They have humans and these Arathians, which are the alien race on the planet now. But I mean, I think they're ugly as fuck. I mean, like, look at this dude. What the fuck's wrong with him? Or her? Ugh. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go with the typical male. Now here you have your origins: veteran, survivalist, outlaw, machinist. So this is your starting weapons, but when you create a character you can have whatever weapons you want. You can level up all of them. You can level up your character completely. You never have to create an alt account if you don't want to. So let's start off with a veteran. He starts off with a typical assault rifle. Now these archetypes, it just changes their face a little bit before you go into more details. So I'll go with that one and continue. Alright, now we have bone structure. So let's see. I'll go with that one. Oh my god, those are big lips. Just want normal looking lips. There we go. I'll keep them pale. Alright, now we can do eyes. Just want normal looking eyes. I guess that'll work. Alright, eye color. Well, in real life I have like light brown eyes, so I'll go with that one. Maybe make his eyes a little bit bigger so you can see them. Yeah, that'll work. Eyebrows. I'll go with that one. Alright, now it goes to hair. And I mean, there's 8 choices, so there's not that much, but it's typically any type of hair you could think of. My hair currently is like that in real life, so. So I guess I'm gonna go with that one for now. And hair color, my hair color is brown, so it's a darker brown like that. I do enjoy some facial hair. Not a goatee though. Definitely not a goatee. When we are out, and I don't think we'll have time to shave, so I guess that'll fit the part pretty well. And details, tattoos, and stuff like that. Which I think I'm gonna go with no tattoos for now. Blemishes, which is scars. I don't know what they call them, blemishes. Ugh. Freckles. Yeah, he's a soldier. We'll go with that one for now. Face paint, they have face paint. So I think I'm just gonna stick with. No, I'll do that. I'll do the football one. Alright, that's it. So we'll finish that. We're gonna name it. So we're gonna name Cap X. And create character. Yes. Alright, here we go. It's pretty badass looking.
Hold on, Captain. That one isn't wearing your beloved uniform. They don't take orders from you. Sorry about that, friend.
We land in 10. Strap in.
I never got to brief you on your ego implant, so we really need to... What the hell?
Sir, they need you on the bridge.
I think I will actually get to my seat. When we land, don't go anywhere. The ego activation can be a bit jarring without a proper briefing.
Relax. It's just a little turbulence. Completely
Another thing
normal.
about this game is it correlates with a TV show that's going to be coming up
Actually quite
soon.
charming once you get to
These
know
two
her.
characters are part of the TV show. They're the main characters, so you get to do certain missions that coincide with what they do, and then they'll leave the game for a little bit and they'll be on the show, and then they'll leave the show for a little bit and they'll be on the game, and everything that happens in the game changes the show, and everything that, you know, happens in the show changes the game, which is pretty interesting. It's a new concept that's never been done before, so I'm excited to see how that works out. Alright, we should be starting the tutorial right now, so
brace yourself, Cass. This could be real bad. Okay.
she's not the prettiest female to be opening my door,
Which one of
but
these dealies opens this
I don't know, I guess we'll have to live with it.
Nice. Holy Stocko. You're alive. Name's Cass Dukar. I saw you land. Well, maybe that's not the right word. It was more smashing into the ground than landing. I sort of expected you to be a bowl of soup in there. What are you doing? Whoa, are you okay? Do you need help? Can you hear me? You need to sit down. Here, sit down before you pass out. I'm sure you took more than a bump to the head, so rest. Get your feet under you. I'm gonna go see if anyone else needs help. Oh, you might want to arm yourself a bit more. The locals aren't known for their charm.
Yeah, well, either am I.
Hello. Oh, good. You can hear me now. I can sense your nervousness, but don't fret. I'm the Environmental Guardian online device that was injected into your body. You can just call me Ego. Please forgive me. I'm having some trouble getting all the behaviors activated, so we might experience a few hitches at the beginning. But I'll sort it out. We have lots to go over, so we should start.
Alright, and we're playing. You know, it's a typical third-person shooter type layout, I should
We need
say.
to find Mr. Von Bach, but first, we'll need to gear up.
So this is the map,
Von Bach Industries
the
had
little
personal
tutorial
defense
area.
technologies aboard
The
the
cool thing about
Stratoid.
this is the game can
I
get
placed
away
a marker
with
on
a
our map
waypoint
where we'll
system
find
where
some.
you right click and it puts a waypoint because it's futuristic. So you can have a GPS and a waypoint system and stuff like that, and you know, not make it seem cheesy and stuff. So we'll go here and we'll pick up something in here.
Excellent. Once you equip that, it will allow me to activate the
Alright, so
shield.
let me equip that shield. Now shields, you know, they give you kind of like in playing Halo.
We're going
You
to
have your
need
main
another
shields and then
weapon
you have
option.
health.
I'm picking up a signal from a crashed mobile armory.
Some bad guys
Let's
can
hurry.
shoot
We need
down.
to collect the necessary equipment as soon as possible so we can start looking for Mr. Von Bach.
I could sprint.
According to my readings, those creatures are actually humans. However, their DNA is severely mutated.
As far as the levels go, apparently there's 4,000 levels, but you go up about 10 at a time, and certain cases you can get 40 or 5 and do different things, and you can unlock more ego rating is what they call it, levels essentially. Which that does, you can unlock more perks, which is the MMO aspect of the game. Alright, so now I get my assault rifle.
But are capable of maintaining much of their effectiveness over long distances too. Particular weapon types work better for specific situations, so you'll want to get used to switching back and forth between the primary and secondary weapons. I'm detecting some explosives nearby. We could definitely use those. I've put the location on the
So this is
map.
just showing you a little bit how to play the game, switching weapons, finding new weapons, equipping things. Alright, and I got my grenade now.
Grab one and equip it. I think you already know how this works. Pull the pin, throw, and get out of there.
So now she's going to teach me about the 4 main perks, which is like Blur, where you run really quick, Cloak, where you hide in shadows, I think it's called Overcharge, where when you hit it you can do more damage for a certain amount of time.
Now that we're geared up, it's time to train
There's
you
one
on the
called
ego
Decoy,
powers.
which throws out a decoy of yourself and you can switch
We will
between
use
them
projections
and
as our
confuse the
training
enemy.
targets. The instructions must be followed precisely in order to initiate the powers.
Alright, so this one's cloaking.
First, we'll try Cloak. While using Cloak, you are completely invisible to enemies. Use the power to sneak up behind the projections and attack.
And cloaking right now is my favorite
Now
one
we'll
out
test
of
the
all of them.
overcharge power. While using Overcharge, the damage inflicted on the enemy is significantly increased. Shoot the projection while Overcharge is
This is
activated.
Overcharge. As you can tell, my hand glows
I'm unable to
red, my
decoy
weapon
power.
glows red.
Decoy allows us to create a
See, that one throws out a decoy. They get distracted,
The enemy.
and I can shoot them.
Take down the projections while they're distracted by your decoy. The blur power is now enabled. Blur will allow us to move at extreme speeds and increases melee strength during close combat. With blur active, rush the projections and strike them with melee attacks. Good work. You'll need to choose an eco.
So yeah, out of all of them, Blur and Overcharge, or not Blur, Cloak and Overcharge are by far my favorite. These are the ammo things that are scattered throughout the map. I thought when I first started playing that it would be way too easy just to have ammo all over the place, and it's like, well, you'll never run out of ammo. It's not completely true. I've been in a lot of situations where I'm sitting there trying to finish this mission and I'm looking for ammo. There is no, so I have to be smart and use my different loadouts, use different weapons, and make it through the mission like that. Another great thing that this game has is the dungeon system. I think it's very cool. A lot of people didn't like it. They say they're bland and stuff, but I mean, the bosses seem fun. Now there's a couple things that I would change about this game, and that would be, you know, the chat is horrible. Like, you'll never see the chat. If somebody's talking to you, you'll never know. It's built around a console style layout, and that's the one poor thing, because, you know, it is on Xbox and it is on PS3. But for a PC gamer like me, I prefer a typical MMO layout, at least for the chat, where I can easily talk. I mean, like right now, if I wanted to chat, I'd have to go here, full chat window, and then it pops it up. Otherwise, when I minimize it, you'll never see it in the bottom right corner. Rarely ever will you realize if somebody's talking to you. So I mean, that's a little bit of a downfall, I guess I would say. Alright, so my favorite is Cloak, but I want to do something new, something that I haven't done before. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go with Decoy. Or Blur. I could just run around and... Alright, I'm gonna go with Decoy. Something new, something I haven't done before. It'll be fun. It'll be fun for all of us. Alright. So, let's head to the next quest. Another thing is I don't know if you guys have played Guild Wars 2, but where you don't really pick up quests too much. It's kind of like that. What happens here is you pick up the quest, you don't have to return usually. Some of the side missions make you return to like a mailbox to mail certain things that you picked up to the people who want it. But it doesn't feel so grindy like WoW or other games like that.
We need to shut these dudes down. If we don't, you can forget about finding any survivors.
Alright, so she wants me to hack into this thing right here. So I'll hold down E and hack into it. Now I gotta defend it. And this is gonna essentially blow up the whole area.
But we'll need to keep the mutants from disrupting the process.
What did you do to that thing? It looks like it's going to explode.
The reactor is overloading. Keep it going.
Like I said, this game has a lot more action than typical MMOs, which is very, very good, I guess, for people like me. I love action games. You know, this game is essentially a Borderlands, but online with a whole bunch of people in dungeons and leveling up and stuff like that. I mean, I know there's leveling in Borderlands, but this takes it to like a whole new level.
You have an ego implant, don't you? That's amazing. First time I've ever seen one in action. You know, I think we're gonna make one hell of a team. A little backup can take you a long way in this crazy place. I'm heading to the crash site. They're gonna need help. I'm sure we'll be in contact. Arc Hunter.